Hello and welcome to Genevora's Running Commentary number 20. Today I'm going to talk about the mind-body link and how that relates to the voice. And we're learning more and more about how our mental state can affect our physical body and vice versa. They are just totally interlinked. It's the same thing. And of course that will have an impact on the health of your voice. So what can we do to have a healthy voice? A voice that does what we want it to do when we need it to do it. Well, the first thing is obviously we need a vocal technique that is reliable. So practice, finding a way to help your voice work easily, economically, without too much effort. I'm not going to talk about that today. I'm going to talk about the other parts of our health. Well, first thing is, let's talk about infection and immune system. Now, you can't really boost your immune system. Yeah, don't believe the packets, don't believe the supplements. What you can do is you can compromise the efficiency of your immune system. So you can do that by actually being anxious, can reduce your immune efficiency, because being anxious, a low-level chronic anxiety, will tip you over into more of a parasympathetic response in the autonomic nervous system. That means that you are constantly on the alert, ready to run or react to danger. And that situation is not going to be one that is calm enough for you to get on with dealing with infections that come in. Another thing that we consider is maybe reflux. We know that gastric reflux can affect your voice. And there are relatively simple measures you can take to reduce that. You can have smaller meals. You can make sure that you don't go to bed with undigested food in your stomach, which means you have to eat your evening meal earlier in the evening. And you can look at the kind of food that you're eating and what might be causing irritation. So those are all steps that you can make that will reduce the effect of reflux on your voice. Another issue to think about is vocal fatigue. Now we know that voices, when they've been bashed about a lot, will show inflammatory responses. So the tissues in the vocal folds will swell slightly as they're healing and mending themselves. You can measure that. Well, you can't, but it is possible to measure it. And research recently by Catherine Verdolini and her team showed that when you put your voice through heavy vocal loading, the voices that recover the quickest, the fastest recovery, are those that are in bodies that are physically fit. So a fit body will heal quicker. So that's another very good reason to get out and exercise. So I would say the underlying factor in all of this is anxiety. Anxiety will exacerbate your reflux. It'll mean that you don't mend as quickly, and it will mean that your immune system is slightly compromised. How can we deal with anxiety? It's a difficult one. You can't just say, well, stop worrying. But you can meditate, you can do some mindfulness exercises. Another very good way to deal with anxiety is physical exercise. So this is all pointing towards being nice to yourself, looking after yourself. Make sure that you eat well, sensibly, that you get out and exercise every day. Fit body, fit mind, fit voice.